Let me tell you about this bitch Tracy, okay? I got beef with Tracy. So the other day, my husband was driving my car, of course, with our baby in it. Okay, Tracy, I hope you're watching. With our baby in it, and he is turning left into a parking lot. And I mean, it's a parking lot. You think people are being civilized. Not Tracy, no. Tracy is at the other end of the parking lot, and my husband is not completely turned in. And I'm retelling this story like I was there. One, because like the detail that we told insurance is just ridiculous. I'll explain that in a second. But also I do feel like I'm there. I've taken ownership over this, and now it's like Tracy did this to me personally because I hate her so much. He's turning left into the parking lot. He's not all the way turned. Like he is about to turn, but he sees Crazy Tracy on the other side of the parking lot, and he sees those brake lights go up, and he's like, okay, we think it's just for brake lights. No, Tracy the trickster actually is reversing. So it's reverse lights, and she is reversing. We think, I'm not there, but I know I was there. I was there. I can embody it. And so Tracy is reversing. We think that she is reversing into a parking spot. Fine, whatever. We're in Texas. People drive big trucks here. We're used to waiting 45 minutes so that all the trucks can reverse and have their happy spot. And so we're like, okay, Tracy, who's not in a truck, still wants to reverse in the parking lot for whatever reason and back into her spot, like the crazy person that she is. And so we're waiting, and then Tracy doesn't stop. Tracy lays on the gas, vrooms down the parking lot, and smashes into my brand new car. My husband got me the Tesla Model X for Christmas, wing falcon doors, gorgeous, love this car, almost more than my children maybe. I mean, you know what? Accidents happen. That's what we tell our kids, right? Accidents happen. We have insurance. We can handle this like adults. Can we, Tracy? No, we can't. I was like 100%. I got in my car and showed up. A little unnecessary, probably, but I was heated. I was angry. It was my car, but I didn't take it out on Tracy. I'm pissed right now, and I'm taking it out on her. But at that moment, I was very, very like, okay, kids are watching, don't be a psychopath. So I was like, hey, Tracy girl, it's fine. Accidents happen. You're an idiot because you reversed down the entire parking lot going 50 miles an hour, but things happen. We exchange information. We do call the police, but because it's in a parking lot, apparently, like the police don't have jurisdiction there or whatever. I don't really know how the law works. Anyway, okay, so we call the police. We get the information, whatever. Well, I text Tracy a little later in the day, and I'm just like, hey girl, just letting you know, we called insurance already and did all the things. Like, very, very kind of me. Like, I was a kind person at the beginning of this. And I was like, hey, we'll get this sorted through insurance, like all of that stuff. She sends me back the snarkiest text message. She says to me, do not contact me. Everything should go through insurance. And it wasn't like a, hey, I just want to make sure insurance is handling this. Like, if you could talk to them, that would be great. It was a, do not contact me, period. Couple of extra spaces because she's a boomer. And then like awkward texting, all lowercase, ugh. And then it was like, contact insurance and don't text me again. And I was like, that's how you want to play, Tracy? I'm not the one to, like, don't mess with me. I turned into a Karen instantly. And I was like, Tracy's going down, and I'm going to watch it happen. It's going to be a slow burn, and I'm going to clap the whole time. And then it gets worse because Tracy then proceeds to tell insurance that we hit her. Our car was stopped, like 0 miles an hour. It was completely stopped. And so then, but Tracy tells insurance that we hit her, and I'm like, you know what, Tracy? That's the last straw. That's insurance fraud. You're lying to insurance, and we know it, and we're going to prove it. So I call every single business. When I say like every single business, like, I was on the phone all day, calling all the managers, asking to speak to a manager, like the good Karen that I am. I was trying to get video footage. I called the police station. They can't do anything. It's out of their jurisdiction. They can't do anything, but I called them like 17 times. They hate me. You would think this is actually working against me at this point, how aggressive I'm being. My husband calls insurance, and I know, so this is the real kicker. We know that Tracy's story to insurance was like, oh, because she told us at the thing, she was at the parking lot, she was like, oh, I didn't see them in my backup camera. Well, no shit, Tracy, you hit us. We know you didn't see us. And so I know her story to insurance. Like, you have to give like your little deposition or whatever. She gives her little story to insurance, I'm sure. And it's like, oh, didn't see them in the camera. They hit me, whatever. Our story, like I should honestly, I should read that on stream one day. My husband is like, he's not a detail-oriented person. I am. But I mean, this motherfucker pulled up with receipts. He showed up and he's like, oh, I was taking a left at a 75-degree angle at the latitude and longitude of this. And like, he had it down pat. Like, he had, our story was locked. And I know that worked in our favor. And so I think that, and just the fact that they realized that like she took off the entire front of our car in like such an angle that would have been impossible for like it to be like a hit, like us to hit her in the back. She really ruined it for herself. But so, you know, we package up all the things that we can find and pass it off to insurance. And we get news about 2 weeks ago at this point. Insurance has sided with us. They also think that Tracy is a bitch and a liar, and we are vindicated. Is that the right word? Tracy is going down. They have found us not at fault because we weren't. But here, the moral of the story here, well, actually, I'm not done yet. When the check clears, that insurance finally agrees with us, because I'm scared that if I do something now that it like will reverse the process. And like I think I talk a lot of game. Like I'll get on here and act like I'm a big badass, but like if something was to happen, I would be like, oh my God, no, like I would never do this. But I tell myself, like, this is what keeps me going every day, is that when the insurance check clears and I know that we're not, like, it's not an open case anymore, I cannot wait to send her a text message and be like, really? Do you want to go through insurance? Really, Tracy? Did you make the good decision? Really? God, I really want to do that. But I think I might open a Google Doc and like draft a text message just so that I can, like, you know, have the power say that I did it. I would never send it because I talk, like I said, I talk a lot of smack, but my game is very weak and I would absolutely never send that message, but I really want to. And I really just like, I want to defeat her with words in my head right now. So I think I'm going to open a Google Doc and just write out my feelings towards Tracy. You know, because feelings they're meant to be expressed and shared. So I think that's really the best course of action here.